So it's been brushed down, it's been wiped down and it's been hoovered, so I don't think there's much more I can do to clean all the dust off the boards, the floor, the shower and what have you. So it's as good as ready for painting now. The plan is we're going to paint it in white. There's no windows in here, so white will make it feel a lot lighter. So I think that's the best colour. So I'm going to give it at least one coat, if not two, and then put all the trims on, finish off all the walls where necessary, and then give it one or two more coats. That will bring it starting to come together, hopefully. So it's been a big job. I've been in this room now for just over a week. I feel like I'm in prison for a crime I didn't commit. But anyway, yeah, let's get on with the painting and transform this room a bit more. Talk to you in a while. Well, I'm going to just put a sort of frame around this so that if in the future somebody needs to get at the motor for the extractor fan, all they've got to do is unscrew it. Unfortunately, the only way I can think of doing it is to show the screw heads. I did have some domed heads that you sort of pressed onto the top of the screw, but I can't find them anywhere, so these will have to do for now. So yeah, let's put this round there. That'll tidy it up a bit, and when it's all painted, hopefully it won't stand out too much. Okay. Well, it's not pretty, but it does the job. As I say, I'd rather not see the screw heads. I can just paint over them. If I fill them, then whoever has to remove it is going to try and find them, which is always a pain, I find. So yeah, it'll do the job. If ever they need to get to the motor of the extractor fan, just unscrew that, unscrew the plasterboard, and they're in there. There's plenty of room to work on the motor. Right, let's continue. Catch you in a while. Yeah, hi everybody. Well, I've got a little project on the go today. As I said in a previous video, my cousin, his wife and their two friends are coming over to stay in July, and so they will need 2 bedrooms, definitely this one. And what we need to make is some sort of barrier for keeping the mosquitoes out. I bought some netting. I've got some pieces of wood left over from when I made the shutters, which I think I can rip down and make the frame and then attach the netting to it. It's got to be removable. It's got to be able to come off. It doesn't want to be there all the time. And my idea is that I'm going to fit it on the inside of the frame here, wedge it in, or have some sort of little key that will hold it in place. And then as and when it can be undone and taken out. So that's a little project today. Let's see how we go. I've got a plan in my head, which is always a dangerous thing, but yeah, we'll give it a go and see what we can make of it. Okay, let's get on with it. Well, that's a frame made. I'm going to go and just give it a test fit, see if it is nice and snug and is removable. I may put in a middle stretcher as well, but we'll see. It seems pretty secure, but not be a sec. Not bad at all for an amateur. Nice snug fit and enough room to put the netting round it. What I might do is I might just make some brackets for the corners just to strengthen it up a little bit. It doesn't really need it, it's not warping much at all, but yeah, I might just make some little corner brackets. Keep thinking should I paint it or not, but I don't think it's necessary because the netting that's going on it is dark. So yeah, pleased with that. I will put a little handle of some description there so you can pull it out easier. But yeah, it's a good fit. Right, let's carry on. Well, that's the frame made, and it's pretty rigid. It's not warping, moving in any way, and it hasn't got to take a lot of tension anyway. It's just got to keep that screen on there. So yeah, I'm just going to go and do another test fit, see if it needs adjusting in any way, and then decide if I'm going to paint it or not. I don't think I am, but I might just drape the net over it just to give you some idea how much of the wood you can see. Okay, back in a sec. So the decision whether to paint or not has been taken out of my hands because we don't have any of the paint to match the window. I didn't want it looking another odd colour. So I have to leave that till another time if I ever do it. I'll attach the netting. This netting comes with double-sided Velcro tape, which to be honest is useless. It wouldn't last 5 minutes, and I think it's more to stick to PVC. I don't think it would fit to the wood anyway and stay there. So yeah, I'll put the netting on and then put a handle on and call the job finished. Right, let's do that. Well, there it is. I've done it both sides, joined it around the edge obviously, and there's no need to see the join, there's nothing to see there. It's beautiful, neat, and just as you'd expect by a master craftsman. So yeah, I won't show you that, but that will definitely do the job. It'll keep the mosquitoes out, keep everybody happy in the summer. And what I will do is next time I go to the either DIY centre or the supermarket maybe, I'll buy a little handle just to fit on there. But it's just a nice snug fit, it's not going to blow out. So yeah, hopefully that will do the job. Right, job finished, time for a coffee and then on with the next job, which is a little bit bigger than this one. Okay, cheers everybody.